Welcome, viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to another live stream video from the D&AFOOTBALL people. The people, big up on yourself. Thanks for joining the live streams. Hope you hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. So people, we're going to touch on some very important story coming up in this live. So we're going to talk about Jamaica versus India in the Unity Cup 2026. And I asked a question, a lot of people would have wondered why. I said, who would benefit from this Unity Cup? Plus Bonisha to Chelsea. At this point in time, we're going to shed some light on the chance, and more likely transfer will happen in the summer coming up with Bonisha leaving Manchester City. At this time, I think they give her a send off and a appreciation and definitely some very good um, communicating and congratulation and all these other things. Players, coaches, everybody. I think a lot of things has been happening around the last game with Manchester City women's champion at this point in time. And they has been doing things, but nothing has been clear as yet about Bonisha and his renewal contract for Manchester City, or she will trigger a move to Chelsea. Nothing hasn't yet finalized because when I look at how everything going for me in my own take, people, I believe that Onisha will definitely move on because City hasn't seems as if that they want to renew his contract. Sylvester Wagwan, big up yourself, bro. Everybody else who join the live. So people, when we look at this article that came out, it's from the Yahoo Sports, where Manchester City is where I want to be. So this is some quote from Bonisha herself, where she deeply appreciated Manchester City and the achievement that she has been achieved over the past couple of years well in Manchester City colours as a woman football player. You know, she said, I want to be, say, Khadija Bonisha, but it's not that simple for a City star. So she said she wanted to be at Manchester City, where, you know, from from she came in the club and she started to achieve, she started to get a lot of experience playing with a lot of good players, winning titles, winning golden boots, winning top everything. She is there, she has won it. And for she to win that under Manchester City at this point in time, she has been doing great. And for she to move on and the club just allegedly, maybe I just think in that way that the club don't have any talk with she of saying, all right, Bonnie, we're going to renew your contract, we're going to give you a 2 year or 3 year extension regarding your age or your declining of your professional footballing career. We're going to give you an extension on your contract and keep it more longer. Maybe give you more pay, more money, and that other. To my understanding, that hasn't come in play from Manchester City, and maybe they want to move away from Bonisha at this point in time because it's looking as if that it's going to work out. Maybe they want to replace him and get a brand new centre forward, which so it go. But I think that Bonisha not to just lay her mind fully on Manchester City right now, because if she gets a contract and an offer from Chelsea, I think she should go because we didn't check the ratio. Our age right now, it's kind of a bit shown, and our professional playing style has maybe declined because remember she was injured for quite some time back in last year and she haven't played any football. I think she dropped a little bit of weight too as well because she wasn't that slim right now as we know Bunny. And she has been performing throughout the season up to now and she has been doing great, and come back on track and thing. But for me, still the prime Bonisha that I've been knowing, Bonisha don't miss certain goals in front of the goal, no time at all. She always bury all those chances, and maybe her fitness level could be dropped as well, and maybe the coaches may be looking at it in that spectrum that her performances have been declining. She has been performing as though they expected she to. I'm just saying that is just my interpretation, people. So everybody can have a different opinion on it still. But I feel that Man City treated Bonisha bad still, people. What do you think? What do you feel? You feel that Manchester City treated her bad as not being want to give her a contract extension? Because in my eyes, people, I think that she deserves it, because she single-handedly scored some clinical goal for Manchester City, some goals that really should have put Manchester City in the top spot, winning trophies, and she definitely do it. So I think a player like this in the WSL Manchester City team, she definitely deserve it. And I would have said something, people, but me not really want to say it because that sound that come off like maybe racial or whatever. But me not really want to go down to that because me not want to say things when me not really sure because of maybe what I think. So me not really go down on that road this thing. But I definitely think that Khadija Bonisha deserve more from Manchester City of getting even an extension on her contract. But it's looking as if that she will head into Chelsea because she have more left in her now. She have more left in her. It's not as if that she declined drastically. She's not, and she's still dominating. She's still chart topping. She came out as one of the best WSL player in the women's championship. And it's a good thing to see the Jamaica flag continue rising high, and it always shows in Europe, but now it's on the girls' side where Bonisha has been outstanding for Manchester City season after season. She has been putting in some very good performances, and I definitely appreciate. I love to see that our Jamaican athletes and our football players, woman, man, just continue do the right thing and send our flag very high and let them know that yeah, we still have talented players. But thinking about talented players, when we look at our federation, our grassroots and all these things, at this point in time, we haven't produced an ex-Bonisha. It didn't even look like we're going to produce an ex-Bonisha again in this whole time. So big up Bonisha, wish her all the best that dear to offer for she, and I hope that she could get a contract. Or she just take the contract from Manchester City. But yes, people. So we're moving on now. We're moving on because not much to talk about there. So with Bonisha as well, people. And definitely Bonisha doing good in her way right now, people. So going back to the first title that I wrote in the title, people, or in the thumbnail, where we have India versus Jamaica coming up in the Unity Cup. And definitely, who you think will benefit from this one? What are your thoughts down below the comment section? Let me know, people, because I think I do a video on the India team where they has been failed to qualify in the Asian Cup qualification for the intercontinental playoff, and they failed to qualify. But at this point in time, they now got a chance to showcase what they could do on the other side because India haven't played a lot of other nation outside the international scene. Not a lot, but you could say that they played Jamaica 2 times, which I saw where they said this in this article, people, where they said that um what a piece of information, you know. Yeah. So they said this will mark the Blue Tigers' return to United Kingdom for international matches after 24 years historical. When India last played in the UK in 2002, it was against Jamaica in two friendlies matches, registered a 3-0 defeat in Watford and a goalless draw in Wolverhampton. India have never faced Nigeria and Zimbabwe before. So that piece of article is very much important, and definitely I never know that until I start to do this research, people. So I glad I could bring it to people who never really know as well, but who know, you know. But definitely they faced 2 times. Jamaica beat them 3-0 and also a goalless draw. So what you could expect from this one, because what I has been read also in the article as well, India has been recruiting two players, from one in Europe and one who actually makes a lot of runs and moves in Europe as well. So I think this player going to be one of the most will be one of outstanding player against Jamaica. He makes some run in here, Ryan Williams. So Ryan Williams now he make a whole heap of trad through the Europe side. I think he was at Fulham. Is that he's now 32? Big man, big enough player. He go to Barnsley, he go to Rotherham United, Portsmouth, Oxford, and Port Glory. Then I think he's right now at Bangalore. That I think that is the Indian Premier League, and definitely he's a talent that go through Europe and have a lot of experience. So I think you will see him against Jamaica as well. So listen out for the name Ryan Wilson, and also they have a next player who from Europe as well. I do a research on him, and apparently at this moment he was in Europe, and his name is Abnet Biharti. So when I check it on the soccer so far, I realized that he's not with a club now, but last year, which is 2025, he was with a club. So maybe his contract run out at this point. So saying this to say that, people, the beneficial of this tournament will more likely swing to the Indian team, because remember they are building a team right now based on these are the information that I have been reading upon. There has been they are building on what they have been doing right now, and they has been doing not good as we expect, because they rank 136 at this moment. They failed to qualify in the Asian Cup. They got battered, and they finished it last, So this recruitment will be recruited for the national team, and I think they have players all over in Australia. They play based in Europe, so more likely they are trying to develop their footballing nation. Or was it not say footballing nation, because they are not a footballing nation. But to say a quote unquote, they try to be showing just as though the T20 cricket, these are all these cricket going on in India. India is a top team in cricket, so they want to make the football be more exposed and more eyes being watching them. And they're working towards that as well. And what I read, I realized that they want to develop more players, getting in players from overseas, bringing in them to the international setup because this player named Ryan Williams, I think he held an Australian passport and he gave up that just to come and represent for India as well. And just to see that he born he born in Australia and he definitely returned to play for India. See, so, and Australia is a better country in football, but for him to make that cut right now, it's going to be definitely hard for him because now he is 32, and I think that Australia are look for younger, more players, and also a lot more players who played in high quality leagues all over Europe. So he wouldn't make it. So more likely he have to just switch his intention and just say, hey, I'm going with India because India now start to build some footballing thing right now. They try to build their football. And we cannot take this Indian team light because remember, as I said before, Indian faced Jamaica 2 times in 2002 in Unity Cup and a friendly that I said before, and I think that they definitely faced Jamaica that 2 times there and Jamaica win them 1 time. So this time will be totally different, total different players, and definitely they will want to come out very hard on Jamaica and try to win the game because, as I said, people, this is a benefit to them because they're never more likely going out in Europe regularly to play against big teams are in the diaspora where you have the Caribbean countries and all these other people. So it's a experience for them and for them to really see where they're at and where they could start their building from. So a lot of people would have disagree say Jamaica never needed for this Unity Cup and all these things. You see me? But I said that was about what we could say. The JFF already made their decision and also say what they want to say and do what they want to do. So you have to just work with it as it is. You see me? Course, yeah, dude, big up yourself. You know, miss nothing, man. I just start off with it. Bonisha articles already. The only thing I think I missed the Bonisha article because I think I talk for about 8 minutes, up to 9 minutes in that. So you know, really miss nothing, man. But another problem, we can go back to talk about Bonisha, see from another about good input as well. So as I said, people, the Indian team has been doing recruitment. I think 3 players should come in, but they officially have 2 players, which is the players that I talked already, the Ryan Williams, and Abnet Baharti, Biharti, say European-based players as well. Those 2 players as certainly will make the trip to the Unity Cup, but I don't know who will be the next third one. Maybe they try to finalize the paperwork and all these other things. So we'll see about that. Well, I never know the Indian team represent the Unity Cup already. They has already represented already. So I think it was their very first time. That was what I think until when I do an official research to to get to the lower part of it and say, right, they already did represent the thing they already man, the Unity Cup. So this is a quote here from I think this is from the coach of the federation. So they say opportunities to compete against such quality opposition are rare. We are committed to make the most of this platform to test ourselves, learn and continue our development at the international level. We thank the organizer to providing this opportunity and look forward to an exciting and competitive tournament, he concluded. So I think that is a quote from the Indian footballing organization, or maybe the coach. But I tell you, people, they're coming to compete, and Jamaica have to be aware. So I haven't seen any team that got selected for the Unity Cup as yet, because a lot of players has been turning down the call up for Jamaica. A lot of experienced player has been turning down it as well. So apparently we we don't know who will be fitted, but I definitely believe that we will see some local players got called up in this one as well, and definitely we'll know who will ready or who will be selected. Indian football, yeah, Indian FA rules don't allow dual citizenship to be a part of. Yeah, man, they did. Cause as I tell you, they work because they were doing some background check and some different thing to sort out that kind of platform to really bring in other players chorus, because what I read here, so let me look for the piece of information, because they talk to a lot of ministers and agencies about getting in players from overseas, because this player will represent where his name is Ryan Wilson. He's an Australian born player as well, you know, and he can represent them. All right, let me go through this piece of article as well to people, because I want to be right. All right, so this player now, that I mentioned is Williams. All right, they say Williams, a 31-year-old midfielder born in Perth, representing Australia under 20 and under 23 level, and the senior team as a second half substitute during a friendly against South Korea in 2019. So friendly, not really gain a cap based on this thing. So he also represent English club Fulham and Portsmouth before joining from India Super League champion Bengaluru FC in 2023. So I think that he's good enough to represent for his national team, you see me? Because that is what they said. Let me see. They have to give up their citizenship in order to represent them. Uh-huh. Yeah, man. So I think he still could represent India still, because he haven't played for Australia international level, you know, and he was playing on the under 20 and the 23 level, and that not really say nothing. You see me? So he still stand a chance. So they have been making some checks. So they said credited to the Minister of Youth Affairs and Sport, particularly Sport Minister Mansuki Mandavi Madavinya, for first tracking the process. It's a collective effort for expend, um, expending Ryan Williams' passport process, which usually takes a lot of time, involving clearance from several ministry and agency, Chahabi said. So this is what they said, Koros. He he's a Australian born. I think he definitely have an Australian passport, and they make a collective effort to try and get Ryan Wilson a passport to play for India. And they said they thought it was going to take a long while, and for it, and they, it take very much short time for him to get it. You know, so this is what they said, man. You see me? So he could play for India as well. He could play. He haven't represent Australia on the international level. So it's like the same thing for like Jamaica, who have players who represented England under 20, England under 17, and they haven't have any cap for the national team. And though they could switch their allegiance to Jamaica because they haven't have any international cap for England. So it's just basically the same thing that they're saying right here. So Marvin Fern, big up yourself, bro. Well, you missed the first part of the show where we was talking about Body Shaw because I jumped in that as well. No problem to go on that. I think I did 8 minutes as I said before. So this player now, this other player for India is a 27-year-old Beharti. He's playing in Bolivia League and he's a defender. That is the next player got recruited for India as well. You know, having kickstart his career with Shashiri FC in New Delhi, where he joined Gila International Youth Setup in Singapore. Oh, so this youth make a lot of moves. There you go. He play across Poland, Portugal, Mexico, Argentina. So he make a lot of moves, man. You know, and this coach is emphasizing more to build up getting in youngsters in their national setup as well. You see me? So maybe Indian is going for it to try and build their squad, getting in young players as well. You know? So they will see what Jamaica have to offer in this one because we cannot get beaten by this team. As part of the latest FIFA Men's World Cup, India are 136 ranking in the world among the other participating team. Nigeria are ranked 26, Jamaica ranked 71st, and Zimbabwe 130. So Jamaica should definitely walk to the final comfortably. If we are basing this upon ranking people, because ranking don't really say nothing, So basically, we should look for Jamaica to just walk into the final against Nigeria again. That what happened last year. So what do you think? You think Jamaica could do the job, people? No, I tell you. Because based on the squad still enough people. You see, based on the squad, well, Marvin Fern, that is the same thing me I wonder too, bro. Me I wonder what kind of squad we're going to fill in, because a lot of players been turning it down. A lot of one of the best players them has been turning it down. So I don't know. I think that a lot more JPL players will be involved in it as well, and some other overseas player who say yes to the call up because a lot of players don't look at this Unity Cup as no good thing for them, or definitely a thing where they could build from or nothing they could get from it. There's nothing to get from this Unity Cup. This is just a friendly games against other countries. So I don't see the benefit out of this Unity Cup, bro. So I don't know who the coach will pick or whatever. I don't know. I myself wondering too as well. So when the squad drop, I think the squad soon drop too as well because I think the 23, 26 is not a far away right now. So more like next week or maybe Friday, the squad will drop. So hopefully that we could get fit a strong squad because this team, India team, not come to play around. I think they're glad for the opportunities to play against Jamaica once more again in a third time over the years, and definitely I think that they want something from this game because they only got a point from their last two games. Jamaica beat them 1-0, 3-0, sorry, and draw the other. And definitely the third game coming up late this month. So maybe more likely they have that in their mindset they want to beat Jamaica in this round. Who could tell? We don't know what their intention is, but maybe their intention is to win the game. Everybody who come and compete come to win. So on the day, a better team win. But we have to be mindful. We cannot fit this team with so much of local players and not getting the right players them on the pitch. Because this game is definitely more likely to be a bragging game and it more lean to a beneficial to India as well because remember they are not a team over the world who um, play football a lot and they don't believe in it. They're not a footballing nation as well, so they're not really look to say, all right, yeah, in those times. But now I think they wanted to make a huge step to try and build a football team for the country, and that is what the coach said in this article as well. So you're working to build a very good, solid team, and he glad for this opportunity to play on a team as well. Nigeria, which he never played before, and Zimbabwe, he never played before. So I think it's a competition for them, and it could see where they lies coming up in this tournament. So they will make a different step, getting in players, add more players to their team as well. Indian Indian community in London is huge. They have strong support. Oh yeah, me know them have a lot of Indians for true chorus. I see where they have a lot of Indians, so me know them huge, just as Jamaica as well. So definitely it's a good thing, man. So maybe some of them there love them football too as well, just as though they love the cricket. They're born to play cricket, you see me? So we know it go already. So we're looking forward to the game. It's not going to be an easy game, so we have to be ready and nobody shame the crowd because the last support with Jamaica getting the Unity Cup in Brentford Stadium, and it was a very much good turnout. And I know that that come like is a World Cup gameplay for Jamaica in a quote unquote World Cup in a stadium like that where Jamaica have a lot of turnout. So I think the game going to be sold out because a lot of fans in the UK will go. And as you mentioned, it's a huge community in there for India as well. So it's going to be a good game. I definitely believe it's going to be a good game. But for India, they are bringing in players as well. They have players playing in their Premier League as well at that level, which we don't have a lot of eyes on that Premier League because it's not a nation that believes in football that as much as all their number one sport is cricket. So we don't really to know much about their footballing thing, but they definitely doing some good thing, man. Bringing in players as well. You know, so definitely we have to be ready. It's not going to be easy. Not an easy run over game. We cannot look at it and say, all right, we're going to beat this team. You see me? Mid 28, first semi final between Nigeria and tomorrow will be played on the 26th. So Charlton Athletic. So we're looking forward to the game, people. So the question that I posed in the title, people, you think that this is a beneficial to Jamaica? The Jamaica will benefit from this, or this will be Indian will benefit from this one? What do you think? 'Cause based on my knowledge, I think India will more benefit from it than Jamaica. So what do you think? I think India will benefit from it, or Jamaica, because a lot of people would have said Jamaica will benefit from it because we can put a lot more players, give them highlights, and for people to see them. You know, remember we did that say Dominican Republic, uh, baseball country. Yeah, that was some people saying chorus. Sometimes when it's some people, you just won't make for talk, as what the artists say, won't make for talk. So anybody can talk anything. Must be real. You see me? So when I hear people talk, bro, them just attack for talk's sake because they don't know nothing. They don't do research. They don't know nothing. And we struggle to beat these teams. The Dominican Republic and all these other teams. We struggle to beat them, although we beat them. But when I look on it on a different part, they definitely do something good, and they perform good against us, keeping the ball, moving the ball as well, composed and everything. They have it, which we definitely struggles to do all that. So I don't really watch what people say sometimes, bro, because some people they just come and talk and they just don't do no research, and that is not me. You understand? So I don't really rate them thing, but that is how some people got it. You see me? But me not doubt no team at all, no matter what. Nah, me not doubt no team. Not even India, me not doubt. Because a lot of people would have said that India no a cricket country. They man not a footballing country. Jamaica can beat them team, the man. A lot of people have that belief there and say that, but when you do your research, you do a lot of checks on all of these teams that Jamaica facing. You could take a different thinking when you do all them search. You see me? So me I tell you, and I say it go. That's why I mean, when some people talk, I don't really believe them. Why the coach don't bring in some not so young players between 18 and 27 who is going to be there for the next World Cup cycle and keep them together. Well, good thing that could happen, but remember the coach now you think like how we think, Marvin. You see me? So it's more likely we will not see that. You see me? Maybe they just gonna bring you with them feel like and who are available. Because remember a lot more players has not taken the request of joining with the team as well. So I just say go keep them together for now. Also play together. It's my thought. Well, I tell you, your thought's not bad at all, bro. It's just how we think it could work out because if they could do that, get these players from the 18 to 27, still young player. So those couple of players will still have a different eye ceiling going further on in their career. Plus, our next World Cup will be on the card for them as well. So maybe they're looking at it at a different part, or maybe they're picking their favorite players. Who tell? But we could just only talk and have our own thoughts on it, and your thought is not bad because if Jamaica was going at it at a different pace, and how we pick players or we recruit players, it would have been very much different. You see me? But we don't look at it that way, bro. So we not see that at all. You see me? So I don't know the Jamaican football, bro. It just a got right down, right down. We know a lot of y'all see it. It's going down. It's going down. It's going to take a long time before Jamaica rise up back again. Because for Jamaica to rise up back, this organization for shift up, it will move out. For Jamaica to have a changes. Anyhow, we continually have these people who are at the end of this. It going to be the same way because that is the way how they think and how they strategize and think about football in Jamaica. So it's not as if that they are trying to adapt, they try to take a little from here, so take a little from there and move on and put it in the organization. They try to come up with their foolish mentality thinking, try to think what they believe is the right way, and they just move and go at it, and just that's it. And it's just sad to see where the Jamaican football is heading to right now. It's at a stage, at a place where I think it's going to take a long, lengthy time for it to come back right now. And we as fans all over in Jamaica, in the diaspora as well, are very much not in a good state of mind when you think about Jamaica football. Pan and whole, it's just not going in the right direction. To Joshua Grant. And also, when I think about the organization, people, it's just not looking good. It just out of this world, bro, where it at right now. And these other teams who are below Jamaica are rising above Jamaica at this point in time in football. And we are definitely in the space, in the diaspora, in the Caribbean, and in the rankings as well. So let me see in these coming tournament where we have the Nation League, the Gold Cup, and all these other tournament, if Jamaica could rank up back in these other friendly that coming up as well. Let's see if they could rank up back and try to get back the position where they're at and try to go further on because under this organization, I definitely see not going to work until some other drastic changes make in the national team and also in the organization. So people, it tough a fetch. Sometimes it's hard to see what I mean with the footballing people, and people feel like they say I like we not like these man, but I know that we just want to see the best for the national team, and as we as people who support the team all over in the diaspora and all these other countries as well, who is a Jamaican and love the movement, love the football. We are the one who are suffering, you know, because I don't know if these men cannot come to a conclusion and say that, say, hey, it's time now. It's better we just step down, we move on, and give it to somebody, make somebody else carry on the button. because it's everything that they do, it's not working. And I don't know how these men so delusional. They have the art and come on live TV and said that their accomplishment. Brother, yo, man, them delusional till them fool. President come out and talk about they have been at the achievement and what they do. Brother, cut on the shit. What kind of achievement? What you get from that? What money you retain from that achievement? What in the kitty? What you have to throw back to the football? What you have to show? There's nothing there to show people. So I don't know how this man come up and talk about achievement. Achieve what? Want to call us achievement? We don't call it achievement, you know. Because if you achieve something, you have to show something. You have to show even trophy, medal, or some money or something we can put back to the football. What are the achievements you can show to put back to the football? And no, not cry about you don't have any money, you don't have this, you don't have that. Because you cannot have hire a new coach or an expensive coach because you don't have the money. So where is the achievement then? I would like to see that achievement there. You know, so them man, you know, they just need to just step away, man, and just leave the football alone and make some other new heads come in. We need some past players get involved in the national setup because them been there and done that. So I think that we expect more from them and not a bring down for the national team, you know. So we need some past players in, man. I hope they try to integrate themselves, try to get in because I was listening to Baby Gardner and the interview that he do on Fix. And he say he's doing his license or some I'm saying that though. It's some federation thing about the organization he's doing. And I hope that he get it fast and try to integrate himself in the setup and try to push himself in that position to even get a position to try and work in the football. But him, Baby Gardner now is a true man and a righteous man. Him you go and try the good thing, you know. He might go get a fight as well, you know. You know? So when you look where it come from on both sides, Baby Gardner try to reach in the organization against these people. It's going to look like he's not doing nothing at all. You see me people, so I tell you, it's tough. Very, very much tough. You see me? I say Brandon Cover, Dante Casanova, Maliki, Welch, Delana Splat, Tyler Roberts, Konya, um, Boyce Clark, Bradley Morgan, Warner Brown, Nikolai Fuller, and Seymour Reed, um, McCoy, Tavon Gray, Jamal Wade. Just a few. Joshua Nangley. So those are the players. Well, those players, some of these players has been in the pool, you know. Most of these players. Long time in a year about Brendan Cover and Dante Casanova as well. You know, so it's been a while. I haven't heard about this player. Let me see what all these players. I think Brendan Cover there less than under 21. Let me go for him. Oh, Rottenham. So Brandon Cover there, Rottenham people. Long time used to do some research on this player. No? Brandon Cover there, Rottenham at this time. Let's see. his contract. So he signed a new contract at the end of 2027, June 30th, 2027, next year that, you know. But Rotterdam, the Panas and Wally losing run still, you know. So Brandon Cover is a player I think he got mistreated in the national setup because I think at one time this player come and represent Jamaica and he haven't went back. I have got a call up again and it's bad. You know? One time this player get called up. I think under all crims, I think this youth get called up. Oh, but I tell her that he didn't get mistreated bad. You see people so these players that I mentioned, you know, Marvin Fran, I think these players are some good players too as well, you know. But we don't know if them are gonna call them players or even one of these players out of the maybe the level player that you mentioned. So I think we know a lot of these players as well. Delano, Splat, Welch, and all of these players. These players has been very good at the end of 2011, and some of these players, you know, so there are a lot of players out there, man. A lot of players, man. You know, but we just now do it the right way. We just now go at it the right way, people. I tell you the truth. I'm going Dante, long time now. Dante Casanova at the Tottenham under 21. He's that. He's played regular 90 minutes for Tottenham as well. Jano, this player he played a lot of minutes on the belt man for Tottenham under 20 and score all goals. I bring up this. Yeah, man. So defense central. Oh, mm, Dante Kessing a long time. You know about this player. I mean, I remember say Tottenham in there. You know. He's 21. What is you know? Man. I'm going good. I'm going good at Tottenham under 21, man. I think you need to make a move you know out of the under 21 level. Try and go in a League One or League Two. Because I think him good enough still. Is it? Travis say Brennan Cover is not good. Then leader come out and also say that Konya Clark is but I don't know what to believe. Well, Marvin Fern, I tell you, them people just love to talk, you know, bro. Because this player, Brandon Cover, the one time he represent Jamaica, he get called up. I know of. I don't know the player still. This other one I you mentioned. Uh, Yeah, if you know a player. Looks like this. Oh, undershot tone. Without corner boy Clark. Good goalkeeper, you know. Not there Stockport again. Oh, in left Stockport, Marvin. Undershot tone. So you tell me, sir. Thing that move, move from corner boy Clark, move from Stockport. Oh, he was near that when the goalkeeper for the team. Wow. I never remember about that for the team that's still now. You mentioned to me asking about for the team and this one, Austin. But bro, we don't really know about the for the team because at that point in what year that though? Connor boy, I wish I had Jamaican the Stockport. Yeah. I'm gonna do some research on them goalkeepers still. On them players. So me I mix him up with somebody then man. Me I mix him up with somebody else. Me I mix him up with somebody else then. Hold on, let me look up a Stockport in there. I think you have a goalkeeper who had Stockport, you know. Mm. This boy a centre forward, a goalkeeper. A weather league there. England. Which division this? It's a division. Which division this, bro? Fourth division or fifth division. And other people who don't look on them players still, no, bro. Me I tell you, that's why I say it. You never, nobody never told do no research on them player because you see which part of them there? I wish division this though. The Nation League or this? Undershot Town in England. Nation League. So I don't know which league this now. That's why nobody really tell looking at call, you know nothing about the league. Mm, chatter. That's why you see them are downplay them players are still not Marvin because nobody know nothing about them players, huh? Oh yes. We are mixing up with this player for true. Respect man. Corey Adi. Yeah man. That player that I may mix him up with. Mm. But them players that we really mentioned, you know, them players have gone and forgotten in the national setup, you know. Because Dante Casanova, when the youth are just bust on the scene and saying is a Jamaican out there, a lot of people are talking about him, but up to now, the youth can't get a call up. Nobody now look into him as well. Brandon Cover as well. He came and represent Jamaica for one time, and up to now, he can't get back a next call up. And this other next clear player as well. You mentioned in I tell him. Um, what name again? Robert, Tyler Roberts. That player as well did come and represent for Jamaica one time too. I think him and Brandon covered it being on the recruiting list and they came and play. But up to now, these players cannot see back at the national team. And when he come and play, I think he come on in one game for Jamaica, but he just maybe he just never catch the eyes of the people and from that day people, these players never return back to the national team. It's sad of fetch. He's a goalkeeper at Stockport. Arsenal. Yeah man, me know about them. Yeah, me know about them too. There. But me that mix him up with Corey Addy. You know? Gonna work is playing international league in England. And me don't want to know what this international league is all about. Me don't know. Because I see some team here say, well, and it just look half and they have a in team have a winless drought, losses, 5 defeat in their last 7 games. They got their win, their last win in their last 6 games. Nobody would even look. Some people would even look at them team bro because I said, oh, what kind of league that? This, you know, so a lot of people would have said this. So me now don't play the player, me now don't play the league, but me just never really to know about this league as well because some of these team it look very new to my eyes. And with the name kind of really look formalized, but I don't know. I don't know what this league is all about though. Nation League. I don't know. So I don't know if maybe the best of the best come and play. They come together and build a nation league or whatever. I don't know. I really don't know. So a lot of people don't even know either. I tell her, bro. A lot of people don't even know. Yeah, so young goalkeeper by Jordan. Uh-huh. Then I play against Trinidad and he played very well. Well, to the coach eyes, I don't I never seen him come back and play again because I remember when he came off the bench. I think he came off the bench and play. You know? So Tyler Roberts, our next good players as well. Some very good players, man. But boy, Jamaica football just flick up. Just frig up, dog. All of them players did a call up. Last 2 years, them players was calling up. All of them players was in the year. Up to now. Can't see them players there again. Let's see the Tyler there. What I tell her best, man. Oh, I tell her best, yeah. Yeah, I tell her, Mr. Blake, what's going on, bro? Pick up yourself and the manners and respect to you. Hope all is well with you, the family. Yeah, so as me I say, people, all of these players just shook under the rug. We cannot see these players again in the national team. We don't know why. Gone. Oh boy, this player, tell her about is a promising young talent, you know. But I don't know. He's struggling. I think you know, Tom Rex. With this Steve Allen. And left Wolves. Glad he left Wolves, man, because in that struggle at Wolves, you know. Tell her about was struggling at Wolves. Uh, so you mean at the Nation League Cup too. Them team name, Tom Worth. Them in the Nation League too. Them stay 11. But we don't want. I go and do more research about this thing, you know. This Nation League thing. We don't understand it, you know. We definitely don't understand it. What is it all about? Mr. League, yes. Send most of the young ballers to get a lot more playing time. Oh, get more playing time, but I want to know what the league is all about. If it's a league that develop youngster to get them on the track and on the right track, or I don't get it. You know, just don't get it. So they mean on the Nation League too as well. I want to understand what this league is all about. Going around, look, Peter. Alright, yeah, yeah. Nation League in England. Alright. See, come up here. National League in England history, which right now people National League. I'm gonna look on it on Wikipedia, people. But I think it come up here, so I'm gonna go through it and see if I can get a little understanding about it. Wait, for, it for, what it really do. Let me bring it up on the screen as well. Let me see it too. All right. Let me say, the Nation League in England history has a rich history as involving from modest beginning in 1979 to its current status as a major professional football league originally known as the Alliance Premier League. It was formed to create a non-league football pyramid and has since become the fifth tier of English football. The league has undergo significant changes, including the introduction of promotion and relegation, which was which has elevated the quality of football at this low level and improved the financial status of top clubs. The National League has also been created with producing some of the greatest footballers in the country and worldwide. So this is what they said about it. So basically, going on for their scripts, they said they have been created a lot of great footballers coming from this league, you know. So I learned something today because I never know nothing about this league. Never know anything about this league, people. You know. So it have promotion. It's like fifth tier. Wow. That's fast, you know, people. A lot of people say, oh, Jamaica don't need a player we play fifth tier. And me I tell you, now, you think people don't believe that this league better than the fifth tier, better than the JPL? Because a lot of people would have compared it, you know, and say, oh, the fifth tier not good like the JPL, you know. But one I think, it can be debatable. Yo, star, a fifth tier, that, you know, far that's still, okay, so country England, other clubs from Wales, Division, National League North, National League South, and numbers of clubs 72 clubs, and level on from level 5 to 6 pyramid promotion to English Football League, which is the League One, and the thing there League Two. So that means that they start from that tier going up the ranks. So they go right through League One with promotion, League Two, no, League Four, League Three. That are the tier. That's a tier three, tier four, and going up. Okay. And promotion relegation, not Premier League. Ishmael League, Southern Football League, Domestic Cup, FA Cup, FA Trophy, National League Cup, current York City National League, which we're the on top right now, and champion of the North AFC and the South Worthing. Wow, never know about this league at all, boy. There's sometimes best to do research now because I tell people best The ballers in the fifth tier are of higher quality than the JPL that are best playing non-league, and there is no player in the JPL as fit or of the quality of Taylor Roberts. Okay, that is your answer, Mr. Blake. And I would definitely lean to agree with you on certain aspect of it because players who playing at those leagues, they're fitting up. JPL players, they're not fit no time at all. You know? Me can't pick on one player per se to say, yes, these players, these players in the JPL fitting up. You know fit players in JPL. We don't have a outstanding player who say yeah, them a run hard. I say oh them a perform. We don't have that still. You see me? So the fifth tier, well, a lot of people would have disagree with your comment, Mr. Blake, and say, hey, fifth tier in England, some people that can say non-league better than no. JPL better, JPL better. They know. I mean I disagree, you see me? But the fifth tier still, yeah, it kind of a bit low in my eyes. I find say it low. Is it? So yo. No, in the AFL. Oh, so all right. So these are some clubs who coming from the National League clubs now in the AFL Premier League. Wow. So there is a transition phase with it, man. You have Bristol Rovers. You have Charlton, Cheltenham Town, Chesterfield, Chester United, Crawley Town, Doncaster Rovers, Hector City, Fleetwood Town, Grisby. So these are some teams that coming from the league to still. So there's a phases to it, people. There's definitely a phases. Because when they start from that and they go up the top, they play and go through the ranks, go through the from the tier five, going up, tier four, three, League Two, League One. So it's a phases, man. So all of these clubs that who is reigning are in the EFL, in the EFL league right now. Some of these clubs are coming from there as well. So I never know that still. I never know. I know you maybe have some other leagues in England where these clubs are coming from still. But I never know that you have clubs who coming from this really come up through the ranks and has performed very much good at this level in the EFL and the Premiership, in the Championship. Wow, that's good, man. Anytime I see JPL players that is dominating the JPL in fineness and quality in any position, I will be the first to advise for an opportunity for them. So, where's up to now, you know, see no outstanding player right now in the JPL are in the finest of form because you know a lot of people has been talking about players right now what's been there in their finest form. This one at Racing and Nikolai and all some of these players who has been outstanding. You know, the name has been calling up a lot. Is it Mr. Blake? So you don't see those players in your eyes and say, oh, they deserve the opportunity because a lot of people think they deserve the opportunity right now to move on to the next level, which I think that it's going to take a toll on them when they try to transition their career into other nation or other country because of developmental aspect. So not until Jamaica fix that problem where we develop the players then properly and not for them to be struggle when they go on the outside. We're going to get better players. We're going to have our next Leon Bill. We're going to have our next Baby Gardner. We're going to have our next Ricardo Fuller. All of these players have been dominating over the years in England and all over in Europe. Not until we take the best interest at heart and try to put these players into a better um, academy, developmental um, structure to try and get them the best version of themselves to try and go to a next level. And this is where the problem lies. So if we're not doing that right now, it no make no sense. So we're going to have a next failure footballer on the other hand to really matriculate themselves on the next level. We're going to continue to have that, and everybody will wonder why they come back, why they this, because we are not developing players properly. You know? What do you think about this young baller? Kyrell Lipskin he's playing for Petersburg United and I don't know that one still, so I'm gonna take a look at him, Marvin. Like you know most of these players, you know. You do a lot of research. Big up yourself, man. Good. Yeah, write down some of these names. Like I have some scouting, you know, Marvin. Yeah, scouts. I bet you do some scouting, you know. You need to do some scouting, man, because you know a lot of players, you know, bro. A lot of Jamaican heritage players. Let me get a chance, me type in. I look for him to, Marvin, I look for him. That's a second. We don't have to look for Dixon Field in League Two simply because he was not good enough, and I will say he would struggle in several teams now in non-league scene. Mm, definitely, because when you look at Dixon still, it's the same it's the same place where Whisper has been rising up from Dixon rise up the same, and I think both of them are going through the same crisis, you know. It take a while for them to try and adapt to different leagues, different quality, different standard of performing in other countries. You know, so this is this is how the conveyor belt going to continue to work, people. We're going if we don't have a changes, we're not going to see the next big things out of Jamaica again. Because the players they are not properly developed. And when they go out and we think that is an opportunity, yes, it's an opportunity, but they're going to struggle as well. You know? So for this to change, we need to try and develop the player them. And I think some academy are very much doing some good thing in Jamaica as well. We have the Ballers, you have the Kingston, you have the Mount Pleasant and others as well, the Phoenix, whatever. Good structure. Definitely a good move for some youths. We need some good structure, some good development, some good academy for players to grow up from the 8 coming right up to 12, 14, 15, 16, go right up to perform at certain levels. And if they don't adapt to certain things, we're going to continue to have a lot of failing talented footballer. And we're going to wonder why they don't make it out on the broader part in the world. And it's all based up on that. Development is the main thing that that hurting a lot of these players in Jamaica to try and move on with their career in certain way. You see me? None of the not all present JPL mention are dominating the JPL. Yaps unborn among theirs. None. Not one. When you say don't believe not one of them, Mr. Blake, well, Well, you can't tell some of the Jamaican people who more watch them, you know. You can't tell them that, you know, because you know that our cast are to push back, you know. But I tell you, all right, let me look for the youth, you know. We Marvin Ferran give me, Kyrie and Lisby. All right, Petersburg. Mm-hmm. Play full 90 minutes at Petersburg, man. And look, when you look at his stats, still people, you know, look bad. And I think the winning ratio of the team are really that is off because the last win that they win, it was on the 17th of the 3rd in March. And also, that was their last win. So they draw, lose, draw, lose, lose, draw, lose. So, not bad at all for this player play. The attacking midfielder. And what this a more research for a player, see. Not bad at all. But they not really perform. He play full 19 of this last game, yeah? In Doncaster. Oh boy. Let's see things starting at this year. The winger. Mm, Kylie. And then lose the one. Lose a game, yeah. 3-1. Petersburg. Yeah, I'll watch a video. So, boy, think they upgrade now. Think they upgrade them thing now. Soccer sofa. Watch video them show up on the thing you know people. Highlights. I never watch a game with him still, you know. Marvin. I forgot watch a game with it. Tala TV, walk on, big up Crystal, yeah, they big up, massive respect, man. Apologize to you. So another player, remember that Dixon didn't develop well in Jamaica. He was playing well at school level, and didn't play a lot of big man football. And then these coach don't guard them well. Exactly. And this is what I said that Ian Whisper coming off of the same chain, off of the same conveyor belt. They haven't developed properly. Whisper was under Phoenix where Butler, but I don't think he got a lot more developed because if Whisper did develop properly, he would have been going out and get a contract already. He would have been seen, you know. And what happened is that the move that he made to Chelsea wasn't good. I wasn't agreeing with that move at all. I would never agree with that move at all. Speed and Jeffrey failed. killed Dixon by their continuity, taking him away from the club to prove their lies, fails, narratives. Well, I actually did do a video on that too as well about Dixon going into, and I get a lot of pushback on that video as well too. You know? Yeah, we are okay. Fine, thank you, man. Uh, Kevin, Kevin Levin is the father of Carly. Carly Lewis, who was at American Ricky One. Okay, I never know him. I never know him. I don't know him. Yeah, so there's a lot of Jamaican heritage players out there could represent the country, But I don't know what is the problem. Why we cannot get these players to represent Jamaica? Because me no know Jamaica, where Jamaica is right now, we're not supposed to be in this category. I feel unfair player. We as a Caribbean country have a lot of heritage player out there, Jamaica they all over in the world, people. When you think about it, But what? We just don't believe to really get players in to make the country better because we only thinking about getting these homegrown players in the national team, which they don't deserve a chance up to this point because they're not good enough for a national team, and in their mind they feel that they're good enough to make the national team. Huh? And it should be a way where we have to give a unprofessional player the privilege to represent the country that way, because to represent the country it come with dignity, pride, and everything. So when you don't do that and you don't have those things, you're not going you don't you just come in as it is. You're not going to play as if that you deserve the chance. So we are just doing things backward, and it's just and thus we are suffering from our own consequence and our decision that we make in the football organization, and that is what we are eating right now. People say, was the saying say we are eating our own condemnation, and that is what we are doing right now in the football because we felt that we believe that the local players is good enough to bring we to the promised land, or we could involve them into the national team, and we could be a success. And we are not thinking out the box as if that say, hey, we're going to face other teams who are doing the right thing and where they are competitive teams. And when they come out on the pitch, they don't come to play around and they don't come to lose games. We are just thinking in your own matches box brains, feel so that yeah, Jamaica is the best, Jamaica performing, Jamaica have the best this, best that. No, we are not. And this is what killing some of them in the organization because they just lock in their own um, domain and in them own little shell and feel to say, yes, Jamaica is the best. Jamaica have the best talented player. Jamaica have the best runners, this, that. But they just feeling right after the other because they just feel to say Jamaica going to be good, Jamaica going to dominate all these other teams who play. And you realize Jamaica ain't dominating no team at all. And it just sad people. I will not allow these people promoting JPL players to get away with the foolishness. No players who does not have basic control will not be successful internationally nor in any clubs of note. And that is what are the main things that are letting down some of these local players, because when I watch the JPL, some people would have said, the pitch, the field not good, this and that. But that is one of the case still, But we can't base it low on that still now. But sometimes when you see them play, they cannot control the ball properly. The basic things in football, they're just not having it and they're just not doing it. And that's one of the part of the thing too. So and that comes from development. If they don't develop properly in the right and proper way, they're going to struggle when they get big. And they get good teaching as well, they're going to struggle. So that's one of the thing to letting down the football. So I tell the people, it's just sad, bro. Man, I tell the truth, it's sad. Nigeria is not going to the World Cup, but right now, so many players come out and still want to play for the Nigeria team. So I want to know what are Nigeria doing that Jamaica not. Well, Marvin, I mean, is you see what happened with Nigeria the last time with their team is the same thing Jamaica was facing because of the federation, because the federation and the players them wasn't saying eyes to eyes, and it kind of break down all of this problem in the qualifying round because it's not the Nigerian team wasn't good enough. People would have looked at Nigeria as one of the next teams should have win the nation league, the African Cup of Nations. Because them side is good and they have some very good talented player playing in some very good Premier League team all over in Europe. It's not say them was good, but it's just the problem that come in between with the Nigerian organization, the president and the players them, and they're not doing this and they're not doing so the players them just hold back and say, hey, they're not doing this and that, and some player not coming and represent the country. So there's a lot of confusion what's going on in the Nigeria. This is why they hasn't qualified for the World Cup. That is just my thing, my thoughts still, people. This is the reason why Nigeria didn't represent the World Cup in this coming 2026 World Cup, because there was having a lot of confusion, a lot of domestic things has been taking place with players and the president. Same on the other hand with Jamaica president and the players with the fans making some stupid decision and all of these other things. So it's not say Nigeria not do what Nigeria do, Jamaica not doing. Nigeria should have go to the World Cup because they fail of not beating their Congo at the end and thing. So a lot of people say Nigeria should have go to the World Cup. So it's just a little problem that escalated within the organization. So you realize where it coming off. Same thing leading up to Jamaica qualification. We have a lot of professionalism doing in the organization. There are a lot of uproar, a lot of distant with people, players, and a lot of things was going on behind closed door, and it kind of diminish the whole chance of Jamaica qualifying for the World Cup. Uptown, yeah, there, big up yourself. Everything you choose Nigeria, everything Jamaica take Jamaica. The joke thing. Why you say that, bro? Me not believe that. Me I say some of we as fans and supporters I put the blame slowly on the players, but we cannot put the blame slowly on players just so, because it's not because of the players only why we don't go to the World Cup. It's not the players alone. We have to blame the organization, the coaching staff, the just decision making they made. So we cannot put the blame slowly on the players only. We know they're supposed to go out there as a professional player and win game, but what if they're not coaching the right way and bring out the things that coach wanted them to bring out? Or they're going to bring it out, which we could have considered say, oh, they make professional players, so they're coming from a professional setup, so they're supposed to go out there, play the basic football and win games. Sometimes it don't work like that. because you're playing players who maybe in a better professional system than you. They're more fitter than you. They're more maybe technical than you as well. You know, so can't lay the blame slowly on the players them uptown. G. You see me? I just now argue with a part this thing. Now I say them not supposed to perform. Yes, I think the players them have a fault for it too. But we can't put it slowly on them. You see me? So I just so me look at it. The blame have to lay on every single body. Down to the equipment management, the manager, everybody have to take the blame. You understand me, bro? So I know say me not think about can't throw the player them on their bus just so no sir. That Jamaicans just not don't look this player coming in out of Germany, um, England, French. The exercise all players surface is a lie to cover up the lack of quality in both coaches and players in Jamaica. The field were worse 25 years ago, and the players then had control of the ball. Yeah, so at that time I said, you know, think you can just put it slowly on the pitch. We know the players was bad, and the same pitch them when 98 team and qualify. I say, and back then in 98, I think the pitch them was more worse. When I watch some games, a lot of digging up on a lot of surfaces. So can't blame the pitch. Just them just not develop properly. But now, Lane player them, yeah, Premier League players will not choose to make a pro. Well, me no know if that's still in a uptown dream. Me can't say, cause me never hear a player come out and say, oh, them not choose Jamaica and then they're not giving their all to Jamaica. You know? So me can't really say based on that. But if we're going to lay a certain problem to on the players of being qualified to the World Cup, we have to throw these play peoples on the bus towards the organization. They have to be in it. Can't left them out. Man. So going back to your statement, Mr. Blake, I think that they are doing things to cover up the lack of quality of the true because remember the main hopes of getting in players international team to get cap and get sold. That is the main objective. And this man named Speedy already said that he rather sell a player than um he rather sell a player than we go a World Cup. I don't know if him did a think about that I did a drink or him drunk. But if him utter that nonsense, imagine. So this is why we get all the shits right now. This is what happening right now, no people. This is all the shit happening right now because what? Choose the path where we were definitely not supposed to. You know? So when you look at it, I realize that these men don't have Jamaica at heart. They just talk as if that they love Jamaica and they this, but they don't have Jamaica at heart, no time at all. Definitely. You know? So I mean I believe them have Jamaica at heart though. What good little midfielder can be found in Jamaica might know right now playing in the JPL. Well, me not know but I don't think because we have some good talent down there, some good midfielder, But for them to be matriculate themselves outside of Jamaica, they're going to struggle because they don't properly develop. And that's going back to Marvin Fran because they are there and people there say this is the best in the country and this is the best in sliced bread. But yet still when they playing against other teams that have quality and have standard, we struggle. You know? So I think we have no good players homegrown, man. Them have to change up some things, bro. Them definitely have to change up some things in order for really Jamaica move forward in football. Right? Going to take a time. People, may I tell you, it's going to take a time. You see me? So we just hope that these men can just come out of the organization. Give some people who want the best for Jamaica and not fooling around and thing. You know? So we just hope that it work out. Them man just step down and just forget about Jamaica football and just do them livestock or do whatever they're supposed to do because these men out there, man, they feel like they're going to go the next 5 years. Jamaica will not qualify for the World Cup again. Some people have said Jamaica will not see a next World Cup. You know? I will maybe lean to that too because if these men don't change or don't do the right thing, we're going to be in the same position just like last year. And the next qualification World Cup, a lot of people will say a lot of space going to available. But when you now look at to say there are a lot of teams out there are performing better, will take up all of these spots, and Jamaica will be left at last. Because, see there, Curacao, which a lot of people that look at Curacao say, Curacao is not a footballing country, so how them gonna World Cup? I tell you, Curacao open a lot of Caribbean teams eye wide open because making history going at their first World Cup. So a lot of other smaller teams who coming up through the ranks can believe so they could go to as well, just as how Curacao do it. So may I tell the people coming into the next World Cup qualification, it's not going to be easy. And all of these spots that people talking about that it's going to be more spots, 48 teams, eh? It's going to be more tougher because a lot more teams want to qualify, want to create history for the country. That may I tell you. So we are look out for it, we waiting, watch and see how those qualifications will work. Because Jamaica not change up the folly ground, just by knowing, they're going to struggle again, So I tell the people, not going to be easy. So we never thought the raw fact because me not keep up with foolishness and biasness. You see me? The same people who blame the players, blame everyone else except their man. Player slash player. King out of position, blame Aiden, Dexter, Wrigley, and everybody else. Not King, not Cephas. Right, that me I tell you, sometimes I listen to them talk, sometimes I don't listen to them and I miss update because you just talk because talk sake and they have mouth for talk. Because there are a lot of mistakes King making a lot of games and I don't see nobody point it out. I don't hear nobody say nothing. They might blame the midfielder should do this, midfielder should do that. And they must say the defender needs to drop back and get in position back. Yo, a lot of foolishness, man. I say, yeah, the people that talk for you. So it's going to continue like that. You understand? So that's it go. So upcoming game people, we see what will take place with Jamaica versus India. This will be the third encounter in in a couple of years because they faced in 2002 and Jamaica beat them one time in a draw one. So that was in the Unity Cup and a friendly. So more likely this come back again in the Unity Cup where Jamaica will face him for the third consecutive time in about 10 to 15 years or so. So that's how it is. So let me see the team. I think the squad more likely maybe should drop Friday coming. I don't think anything further than that, but I expect it's supposed to drop Friday coming. And see, let me see who will be in the squad. Let's see who will be getting picks as well. So we'll stay focused, looking out for our eyes for that people. So let me see how it goes. How go on because they have something to prove, and this coach here, Rudolph Speed, quote unquote, have something to prove to the naysayers fans them and what he could do, and whatever the case may be. So we'll see. Because if you get beaten, hmm, it's going to be a backlash. If the JFF administration doesn't change, Jamaica will not struggle. Will not struggle. Jamaica will not qualify because everybody will treat us like footballing newbies. Nobody's that we are. Well, make them not do it now, see, because they feel to say, these are the teams that are come to play around. These are the teams don't not going to come to play around. These are the teams that are going to come to beat us because I think we have ourselves as one of the best in the Caribbean, as the quote unquote best. A lot of people would have said that, you know. So let me see. I go. One of the people. Jamaica not change. If I going for two, Mr. Blake, it going to be rough and tough because we're going to struggle. Everybody going to come and beat us and eat our food and push you aside. Mm. And Chinda likewise, I see him thing, because Chinda going to get a whole heap of beating. They're not going to perform. They must struggle to. I'm not blaming current player. I'm blaming Greenwood and Hutchinson. They might use Jamaica as a bragging tool. Bro, say, think about it. When you're talking about the Greenwood and Hutchinson Uptown 1G, we can't say the players them use Jamaica because I don't think then those two players definitely needed Jamaica as a quote unquote bragging to show say them a baller or show. No, I don't believe it that way, bro. I think that none of these players have been coming out up to this moment and say they want to play for Jamaica or this it's just agency and what the JFF come out and say they get onto the player and what they could tell lie to us, man. You see me, so me nah say all these players use Jamaica because they don't need it Jamaica as said brand to say oh them are the best in the area. And them players have them talent and things. But it's just that things has happened and so on the Hutchinson side. And we all know and you know what take place with Hutchinson, bro. So it's not as if that the youth um thing because for him now he's at Nottingham Forest and Nottingham Forest have to win the other games. I think they're safe right now. A little bit safe, I believe, to play in the Premier League again. And I think that Hutchinson never do anything bad. When he came and played the two international games, I saw him come because that game was never interested, never important for the youngster. I think he should never come at that game. And they try to disrespect the youth and try to put up the whisper against the youth, bro, which was definitely never a good idea. You understand? And now look where Hutchins is right now and where Whisper is. You understand me? Them was comparing the two players, which there was no comparison because one playing big man football and one wasn't. You see me? So I don't think these players use Jamaica at all, bro. No. I not believe so uptown G. I not agree with that one day again. You see me? I not gonna agree with that one day. You see me? Greenwood on the other never needed Jamaica either. He might go through film like a problem, see like an issue in England and thing, and we know that him is a player who have the heritage can represent Jamaica as well. So we expect that he was going to come and play for Jamaica regarding to his present situation in England and the black ball him and all of that thing. You see me? So maybe he could change his allegiance. You don't know whatever the case, but I don't know. I don't know what with Greenwood because we don't know nothing about theme park with Jamaica and him coming to play. So I can't say no Jamaican coach can prove anything to me because I already see that they do not um, stock up against the top 100 in the world. They will fail and still not learn a thing, but the world will see. Well, talking about coaches, that's one of the lamest thing in the Jamaican space. That I feel some of these coaches are good. They're not good. They're just not good enough. No player use Jamaica. Speed, JFF, Warren Garden, journalist, disrespect Hutchinson. Yeah, and that is what me I tell him to Mr. Blake. And disrespect the youth. And definitely disrespect the youth. So what I expect? The youth now have feelings. You know, so me not feel no way with it because he have feelings and he must know why he never come back and represent Jamaica. And I think he should never come at them two games. He should have made them gain the pass and go even if a Nation League game or a Gold Cup. I rather you need come on one Gold Cup or some other high level quality friendly play Jamaica play bigger country. I'd rather him come this time, but Hutchinson never did nothing wrong. I say, oh, he disrespect them, but the people disrespect him. And maybe hear about it or in agency or everybody because remember, them thing attack brawling on the internet. And from the talk on the internet, everybody can hear just a screenshot or any written something or just that. That's why Hutchinson wear Jamaica flag um, months later. Because he's an heritage player. He could represent Jamaica. His father or mother is from Jamaica. His intention was to play for Jamaica, bro. But forgetting all of those backlash and disrespect, which we know how it go. So you feel like other players are going to want to come and represent for them type of hooligan behavior, bro. We don't think it was right for people to disrespect the youth like that. Regardless, I'm a professional player and what fans said or what it just never right. And maybe if his best option is to just think about say, hey, let me leave this nation, yeah. Think about when I'm born and grow and that's it. If we don't get in the national team, then so be it. Maybe he just been in mind but I don't think he's going to lay his mind on Jamaica alright now. You know? He's still an heritage player. I think he still can represent Jamaica as well. You know, but we don't know what the future like for him. Because if he come back, I know most of are going really burn him out because what he did, and though not looking at what the people them said about the youth, we never call for. We just never call for. We never respect that because they might diminish the youth talent. You understand? So I'll say go up to G. You see me? So them disrespect the youth, and you just make him move, and just say, oh yeah. Now come on next, now take no more call up, and more likely him kind of be finished. You see me? So you have to look on it both ways uptown, man. You see me? You have to look on it both ways because the youth that disrespect the youth never come out and disrespect nobody. Never. You come out when them win the championship, Ipswich get the promotion, you come out here having Jamaican flag. Yeah, because his intention was to play, represent Jamaica. Because when you see that now, you say, all right, this man, he want to represent Jamaica. When you have a flag out and any football, when they bring out a flag, it's like, yo, you represent the country and you show it up, say, oh, yeah, because that are the limelight. I remember they win a cup, you know, and promotion as well. If you go research the Hutchinson's class Jamaica story, Hutchinson wanted to play for Jamaica from under 20. The xenophobic in Jamaica don't see the need for him because they are better than him locally. And that was a bad mistake they make if that is the case, Mr. Blake. And Uptown Uptown 1G, bro, there's a loyalty on this channel still though, but may I tell you, don't take it as it is because there's more to it. Hutchinson never disrespect none of them. And them disrespect the youth. You see me? Them disrespect the youth, the whole of them in the organization. None of them, they never they want no overseas players at one point. So we all know that, you know that as well. You see me? So when the youth come out, the youth want to play with Jamaica. Because I remember him a come through the ranks, he got through from Arsenal to Chelsea in a workout field, and it happened that he get a buy and thing, and he make him move to Ipswich. You see me? So the youth just did want to play for Jamaica, bro, and the disrespect the youth get, it never called for. And none of them were in there in never say yo them said bad things about the youth or say things about the youth. So may I tell you, them do the thing that so the youth making this answer in. If you not talk so about me and not respect me, why should I come and play for you guys? It make no sense. You know, so we respect him decision and what he choose because that is how he feel about whatever take place with him and what they said about him. You know, so I just said go. So a lot of people don't know the whole truth about it behind closed door with what happened with Hutchinson. All them are just burn out youth to see how the youth use Jamaica. No dog, the man use Jamaica no time at all, bro. No time. And he never needed to. You see me? So I just said go. You see me? So people, big up on yourself, you know, me just clock 1 2 hour and thing. Big up the people in the building, big up the people who like the video. The people who commented in the comment section, appreciate the time and the support to the channel. It was mostly really appreciated, and moving forward I hope we continue to have this conversation as well. And definitely was a good live. I hope that you guys learned something today because I bring some stuff that I myself never know. I don't know if you all know that. I don't hear it mentioned, but I bring some stuff that I really never know, make some deep research and find out some things about Jamaica and playing India as well. I never know that Jamaica did play India as well. I don't know about you guys, but definitely I hope you all learned something today and thing, and we continue putting in the good work as usual people. I don't know already because when I turn on my life just a life sake, you know. Turn on my life, I hope that we could learn from each other, continue with the progress. You know? You guys could teach me things because even Marvin Ferran mentioned some players in the comment section that I never know of. Some of these players I know Tyler Roberts, I know um, Dante Casanova, but these players was vanished off the scene for quite some time now, you know? So definitely a good look Big up the man them, big up everybody in the building. You see me? Things were not just said about him, it was said directly to him by the scrubs that Jamaica call coaches and fun. Wow. See, I never know that, but we know something was done. And now, see, Mr. Blake clarified clearly, and I know this man not telling me. I know Mr. Blake ain't telling no lie about that. I definitely believe what Mr. Blake said. And if they really said that directly to the player, that is not accepted at all. And I don't wrong Hutchinson to make a decision of not come and represent because he realized that these people don't really like him or they don't really rate him or they don't really want him in the national team. And that is very definitely bad. Very, very much bad people. So I tell the people there are a lot more players go through it as well now because a lot of players they say that they call them and they don't answer uh and thing and they just make up lies. And this is why they are not going nowhere in football. And this is why the Jamaican football continue to fail under these people because they are not doing the right thing and they are lying and they are not transparent and they are just not coming out with the truth about what take place or whatever. They are not true to the fans. And you see, as I said, one reaction came and haunt them because they feel like they could do all of this and get in whoever they want to get in, recruit who they want to recruit, and bring on the national team and feel to say we're going to have a success overnight. No, it don't work like that. If you think about it about 10, 15 years back, then now we could say something different. But now we live in an era, we are modern era, definitely different, totally from back then. You know? So we expect that they're going to face up to reality at once. Because now Jamaica organization are facing it up now because the reality is that they show that they are not good enough. They're just not doing the right thing in the organization. They are they don't have certain levels of education to really understand the whole footballing aspect of the whole spectrum of it. You know? So this is why we are at this position and it's not a coincidence why Jamaica is at this level. It has in the making because we have been seeing it going on for quite some time now. From 2022 coming up to 2026. We have been seeing it and it's continue happening. These players were bandaged to promote JPL and the development players. Calabrix, Clark, Cousins, Splat, many others too. Yeah, true because I know all of these players were you mentioned too as well, Mr. Blake. And these players was coming up to the ranks and I think that these players were going to try and fit in the national because these players was playing regularly at some the teams, they are performing, but yet still we cannot see these players anymore. The Splat, the Cousin, the Clark, and the Tyler Roberts. You cannot see them players at all. They're last in the system. You know? So whenever time you see they come and they say they're gonna recruit players, they just recruit what they think is better for them and they just look to the local side for more players. And I tell you, and this is how I feel. This is how I feel, man. You see me, people? So it not happened coincident, people. It was destined to happen for Jamaica to be in this position. A lot of people wonder how Jamaica reached this. Because I myself wonder too. But when you look at it and the whole thing, Jamaica was destined to be this way. Because we are not doing the thing the right way. We are doing rubbish and some some drastic decision that they make, some foolish decision that not really comply with the thing. I tell her it's just a facade, people. Prince, where are you with? Boy, you're late for now, yeah. And me I go end the life soon, bro. Pick up yourself, man. But me I tell you, people, this was destined to happen in Jamaica football. A lot of people saw this coming. You know? When I saw it, when I did saw this coming, people, I thinking that, when I see Jamaica make a wrong turn, when I see Jamaica get rid of Al Grimson, I look into things and I say, no, Jamaica not going to make it. We're going to struggle. Because at that point in time, we were making a very much good step in the right direction. I was seeing Jamaica moving in the right direction. I say, yes, this is where we have to build from. And if we did continue on that part, and just allow this man to do his job, I think Jamaica would never struggle to qualify for the World Cup, There's a must and have to qualify, You see me? So I tell the people from that time I decide coming. And from that I say I just keep my cool, and I put no one but trust in these people because I realize what is their plan, what is their motive for the football national team. So I didn't know from that time. I said, all right, this is where I make my mark and make my stand on the national team. I just now put no belief and trust in them. No matter what them do, me now put no trust in them. Anyways, you're seeing a lot of hype in London. Yeah, man, we actually see some video on Instagram too as well with some people. I make them comment and they're talking about the communication with Jamaica and the team and who will win. People make them prediction as it. Arjun was the man, third place in Nation League. Even Panama coach said he was impressed by Jamaica. Yeah, bro, that me I tell her. I tell her this Jamaica lose me. And when we get rid of all games, bro, this Jamaica me say me now put in no more effort and believe in them people. We just watch and look. Because no matter who then come, because in a middle of something where we are try build up from, build on, we get rid of the man them. We make a difference in the football and that cause the thing from Jamaica not qualify for the World Cup. Because see there, Al Grimson left. And we can't even go beyond that because from Tapper days it wasn't that good. And then thing they come in, Paul Hall, did it for a couple months, they get rid of Paul Hall. And then afterwards now, I'll give him to come in, make a changes and what the man intention was because he was saying that he want to build a database which was never in Jamaica system and no quite in time that we could think about. The man I tried build a database and he was doing it and he did it. Build a database as well and up to now, what he left off, no coach has been transitioned from that. It's like we go on a different path and try to do something different. So from that time, people may tell you, they so Jamaica lose me. Me not nothing more. Believe for them people. Nothing more. Letting Organs go was one of the dumbest things JFF ever do. Should kept him build a core group. But I tell you, Prince, if that money stay, the money that build a team there. I tell you, although quote unquote a lot of people never like his style of play, But if you get the results, it makes sense. You play a formation, you play a tactics, and you play how you want to perform. Defensive, attacking, counter pressing, midway pressing, whatever the case may be, he was getting the result. So when they make this man senior resignation leave the job, and they force this man to leave the job after the thing the cup, South American Cup. That is where Jamaica got down the hill. You understand me? So I tell you, people ask yourself, why does country with them why is full of players in all positions going to field for 28 years? The administration does not have a policy position for country owned clubs. Then put them club first, man. That's why, but I don't really have to ask myself because I realize where the problem lies, where the problem really grow from. It's the organization, them are the problem. You see me? So I tell you, it just really sad people, may I tell you the truth. Just sad. TT and J TT TFA and J going to competition because they got rid of Yak, who was building a core for 2030. Well, talking about that, praise me, I tell you that hurt me. Me no really Trinidadian still, dog, but I support Trinidad because I was there and thing. But I tell you, what Dwight York come and try to build something, I tell you people, he was building something good and he was getting success. He was doing something good. So me know the next World Cup you did maybe will have a core players, a core group of players to get the job done. But the TTFA, yeah, them not good. Them a do like them and Jamaica and I same boat right now. Jamaica and TT are rolling at the same boat. Nothing different. Totally the same thing because if you're looking at the organization right now, the TTFA and the JFF, I same problem they have. Ballboard they not have no money. They can't get this, they can't get that. I same PC, same problem when I check it out, brother. I tell you, Conrad, what are you doing? You're forward, you're late, yo. Lunchtime. Where are you? You're doing. You're forward, me have a end the life soon, bro, G. Yeah, God. I remember 2023 Gold Cup. Everybody was sure Jamaica was going to the World Cup. Jamaica bet. Park Stadium, I've got a wall of fans in the Gold Cup qualifier. Boy, Prince, I tell you, yeah, it was a time where everybody think that Jamaica was dominant in the region and they're going to qualify. So I tell you, there was a lot of people believe. You see me? I don't lie. Because me at once we kind of did have a little belief still, you see it. Was being unfair by Speed TSF Maryland and demanded that he pocket local players, so he had to play defense first. Plus TSF don't get the players you told them to go for. Well, that is the thing too, and the man was so worried and frustrated of what is taking place. So the man do the right thing and just walk left them brass. Sorry for my language, people. So if them did a work with the man plan, because there's no way you shouldn't have working with this man because he have been done it. See the man leave Jamaica, go to Ireland, and and he lose at the playoffs still, but at least in a couple of months, the man get the job done and get Ireland in a position to play and go a playoff. And that is good. That was a couple of months ago. I could call it a year from the middle of Jamaica. The man just walk in an island job one time. So it looked like the man did have a big plan. He said, the man not work right in us, so here we go on. Make him call him, negotiate and say, here I resign and forward. The man has left them. Me not wrong, man. Left them rotted. Them go away. Everything they want enough for themselves, you know. The man do the right thing. You don't like how the man play, the man get the results. So what the freak on code on the man? A lot of people don't like because me don't really like it, but what? You have to accept because he might get the results. And the result counts. And this is where football starts from because enough people don't believe that football starts from defense. If you can't defend, you can't win no game. And if Jamaica could have started from there, so defend and thing, there's no way Jamaica would have lost a lot of games. Because if Jamaica even score first and counter attack, if Jamaica could defend properly, definitely, them win all the games. And the team never score for so easily. Yeah, we know that in the uptown. We know them would have stepped down. No time at all. Because sweets. A lot of sweetness is there. Yeah, what to expect? We got our education. We say that is the expectation of getting our license and our quote unquote license from Trinidad. Because I don't know why they put in that thing to get a professional license or a UEFA B license or whatever the license you could get. I think they should have put it out more in the diaspora, in some other bigger country like America, UK, or whatever. That is where I think they should have done. You see me? I think they should have get it out of the Caribbean mostly than being stuck in our matches box. Because getting it in the diaspora in the region, you know, make no sense. Because if you're coaching the national team, you're going to face up on higher levels, quality coaches who playing at the highest level they could, and you're going to struggle because you don't know certain tactics. If the coach changes certain tactics, you don't know how to what do I call it? Different. You have a word fits there, but remember. But counter attack it, like counter attack, the transition tactics, whatever. Yeah, you're not gonna know how to do it because you're not highly educated in the field just that much to really counter press that. You see me? So that's one I think. Conrad, may I tell you? Say the same thing to TT. Bullshit, the man. Where is it? They mess him up because I think him now, him a good one still, no, TT. Tear down blade. Him a good one still, is it? But I think these coaches need to leave Jamaica or even in the diaspora, Trinidad, everywhere. Some of these coaches claim to say them a coach in Jamaica, but they need to leave and get more experience. You know, they need to go out and get experiences because playing in this kind of way, in a your own way, you're playing against other coaches who get the same coaches badge like you. You feel to say you're doing good, you're beating them, you're winning them. You're not ready. Just as what Speed do. Speed their Cavalier. How long now? Win the Caribbean Cup. Play against Messi, against some all-ass players in the MLS. Still never beat them though. Still never got through. But yet still I consider yourself as good coach. MLS League, not a league that people have it as one of the best. It rank up in Europe, yes, as one of the best. As one of the league them who have some professional players, yes. But some old players in play against, some retirement players, world class players as well. Still, the talent never fades. You know? So speed still never ready. Speed never ready, no time at all. Man no good. Man can't coach. People, I'll leave it as say now. Boy Conrad, you're late for now, you know, dog. You see me? You know, all I'm saying that I done in life by last 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I tell her. They should have been on a certain court. If it's not remand from scoreboard. Me no know, I never get involved still, you know, because he was one of them developmental coach. He done good in the TT Premier League still, you know. But I felt this coach, some of these coaches need to lead the country. Getting in recognition and experience in your home, not going to help. You need to go out. Definitely need to go out. You see me? So they done him bad still because I think he should have get the under 17 team still. You see me? So one Barca, back 80 so TNT is a waste of time. Where's the Prince? You're back. Well, you don't know from here around, I can do live stream and them still same way. No matter the cost, you back them same because them from the Caribbean. Haiti, Curacao, definitely we back them same way. Although we don't come from them, but they don't know them in the diaspora. So we have to work with that. You see it? Yeah, man. So, people, hit this to me now. So, big up on yourself. Conrad, you're late once again. Of course, all the man them in the building who passed through earlier. Big up on yourself. Mr. Blake, likewise, big up yourself. Uptown, Marvin, and also, of course, yeah, and also the silent listener, them Prince, you know, forward into as well. So, big up on yourself. You see me? Catching the back in our next live. I'm out.